How did a guy who played 10 years for a team with a winning percentage of only 31 end up with 5 Super Bowl rings? This is how bad his Steelers teams were when he played. Running back Dick Hoak played on some terrible Steelers teams. Teams that one year only won 1 game and 2 others that only won 2. When a Steelers player did make a good play, it often hurt like the dickens. Dick Hoak was born in Jeannette, Pennsylvania, only 45 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh. In 1958 and 1959, he was a running back at Penn State and a second-string quarterback in 1960 when he completed 25 of 46 passes for 396 yards and 5 touchdowns. That was good enough for the Steelers to draft the 5'11" 195-pounder in the 7th round of the 1961 NFL Draft. He would play 10 years as a Steelers running back, which is an amazing accomplishment in the rough-and-tumble 1960s NFL. The November 16, 1968 The Sporting News issue quoted Hoak as saying, "I might look like I'm slow. I know when I'm timed for 40 yards, I run it in 5 seconds, but I don't push myself. We had a lot of fast running backs here. Byron McCain could really fly, but some of them don't know where they're going." Hoak said, "In a football game, you never run in a straight line. On most of your plays, you have a guard pulling out ahead of you, and if you go full speed, it doesn't help you." Cardinals defensive lineman Chuck Walker played 12 years in the NFL, so he knew a thing or two about hard-hitting, bruising running backs. He said, "Hoak's a guy who stings you when he hits." Why try kicking out of a sandbox when it's more fun to pass to number 46, Chet Anderson, for his last reception of his 1-year career? In 1968, Hoak connected with linebacker Jerry Hillebrand for the only reception of his 8-year career. This pass attempt resulted in an interception by number 26, Paul Krause. 1 of 3 for him in his second-to-last Redskins game. In July 1968, he was traded to the Vikings for linebacker Marlon McKeever and a 7th-round draft choice, center John Didion, who was drafted 1 round before running back Larry Brown. The Vikings came out on top in this trade as Krause played 12 years for the Vikings, intercepted 53 passes, made first or second team All-Pro 4 times, and made 6 Pro Bowl teams. In 1963, Hoak's 679 rushing yards was 7th best in the NFL, and he made the Pro Bowl team in 1968 when his 858 rushing yards was 4th best. He had a terrific 4.9 yards per carry, which was 3rd highest in the league. In 6 of his 10 seasons, he didn't have a run longer than 17 yards. But the Steelers made him their running backs coach in 1972, a post that he held through the 2006 season, which is how Hoak became an overlooked 5-time Super Bowl champion. In his 35 years of coaching, the Steelers had 18 1,000-yard rushers, starting in 1972 with rookie Franco Harris. In 1976, Rocky Bleier became a 1,000-yard rusher along with Franco Harris. It was the second time that backfield mates had turned that trick in the same season. In Week 9, both of them rushed for over 100 yards against the Chiefs, and in Week 10, they both rushed for 110 yards against the Dolphins. While Hoak pupiled many running backs at Pittsburgh throughout his tenure, Dick LeBeau was the Steelers' defensive coordinator for 13 seasons, with 27 NFL seasons overall in that capacity. Here's the other 1,000-yard rushers. With 5 Super Bowl rings, Hoak's professional football journey was a classic case of going from rags to riches. Here's some more dismal memories from the 1967 Steelers' 4-win, 9-loss, and 1-tie team. On June 25th and 26th, the Pro Football Hall of Fame's 2025 Awards of Excellence will celebrate Dick Hoak's career by recognizing the significant contributions he made to the game in his behind-the-scenes role as the Pittsburgh Steelers running backs coach from 1972 through 2006. He spent 45 years as a Steelers player/assistant coach.